Michaelakis.
Thank you, Honourable Chairperson. Under optimising time for questions, I do not agree with point 2 there. I would like to propose that this committee task the subcommittee with coming up with rules for interpellations, and that parties should be afforded the opportunity to make submissions in this regard. Thank you.
Honourable members, we now have a proposal here. I'm going to allow for that to be discussed. Honourable Ndlozi.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. We 100% support the resolution that the Rules Committee should should agree that there must be a development of a rule for interpolation, because we just want to say that the entire recommended changes will not improve the quality of replies. But the system of interpolation is the only hope we have. That's the first thing. So we support that proposal. In terms of point number we wanted a rule, a on-the-spot rule. So there is a rule in relation to debates, in which if we're debating a specific subject, I can raise a point of order if the person that is debating goes out of topic, and the speaker or the chairperson on the spot can say to the person, stick to the topic. We asked for a development of a rule in that regard during questions and answers, whether of the entire executive, that if a person that is answering ventures out of topic or does not answer the question properly, on the spot, the speaker doesn't have to say you must answer in a specific way. They can at least say, in terms of the original answer, the original question, you are not answering the question because you have ventured out. So we would move that the Rules Committee refer that particular development of a rule back to the Sub-Rules Committee. Thanks very much.
How it works. The subcommittee is part of the Rules Committee. So Honourable Lakude, please proceed.
Thank you very much. You will learn anyway, Honourable Speaker. With time, you will know how Parliament works. Honourable Speaker, we said this issue of interpellations need to be further processed so that we can all have a better understanding. But in the meantime, we use what we have. We didn't say that this whole information about the questions must go back. We agreed on the further processing on interpellations, of which even now I still agree with it, that the interpellations need to be further processed. Thanks.
Thank you, Honourable Lakude. Honourable Ndlozi.
No, that's fine, Speaker. In fact, well, maybe we did not clarify each other properly, but what is going back, as far as I'm concerned, to the sub-rules is not here. So we're saying that point 2 on optimization must be, we must task the subcommittee to develop a rule. So it means there must be an agreement here that there must be interpellations. What the committee is going to do is not discuss whether there must be interpellations or not. The subcommittee is coming with a proposed rule. That's the first thing. The Honourable Manyi will be covered by point 6 in the previous section. The subcommittee will then consider protocols and guidelines on executive replies. These will then be put to the Rules Committee for further consideration and adoption. It means we do have a mandate to go and say, what are the guidelines to consider whether there was a qualitative reply or not. So that's why I limited myself earlier, and I think with respect to Honourable Vessels, who is out now, Rule 68, if we agreed applies, I have no problem. My final problem, have you noticed that there is a growing phenomenon, Comrade Mdu, particularly from NC MPs, that on the opportunity of a follow-up question, they repeat the original question. It happened again even today. The deputy president even said to a person, but I've already, in my original answer, answered that question. Whilst it's a reflection on the quality of responses from a specific political party, we may want to ask the sub-rules committee to, who must be allowed, like, we can't have in a question and answer session, members of parliament as well, not qualitatively interrogating the executive. And me and the deputy speaker had a standoff on the question, but I do think in the spirit of this item, we want to say that we will be able as well to hold ourselves as parliament to the same standard we demand of the executive. The follow-ups must be quality as well. But what it must not be allowed, what must not happen, Deputy Speaker? Like, think about it, like, we're adults, we're here on behalf of millions of South Africans. Is for a person paid by the people to come and repeat the original question and an opportunity to hold the executive accountable. It's really, really something that must be declared criminal. It's illegal, Comrade Mdu. With respect, this is like very, very positive criticism. Thank you.
I have the Honourable Michalakis and then the Honourable Koornhof. Raise your hands again, Honourable Ndlozi. Do you want to vote or do you want to have a?
And I thought he's going to read Rule 196 on decisions. How do we make decision here? A question before the Rules Committee is decided when there is a quorum present in terms of Rule 1952, and there is agreement on the question among the majority of members present. So I'm correcting him because he was saying we require 12. So we need to know what is the present of the 23 now. And then majority of that is what is the decision. Agreed?
No, could I just explain? The 12 is a quorum.
Agreed, but
And the vote, you are right.
what do we require now?
The
for
majority of the members present, the majority of the
Yes.
23. But firstly, we must make sure that, the members who are voting are the correct members.
No.
So we've confirmed with the MK that these
Deputy
are the
Speaker,
MK
with
members.
your and that protection, I don't want the dialogue, and he's interrupted me.
Mr. Kasu,
I'm
it's quite
saying,
correct. We have
can we-
a quorum and the majority of
No,
the.
I don't
quorum.
mind quorum. How many members are present of the 23? Because there are people who are absent. And of the 23, as soon as maybe there are 20 present. If there are 20, majority of the members present will be 11. If there are 19, like that. That's the question I want answered.
Right, let's determine the quorum. Mr. Kasu, you have now determined who's here. There should be,
Madam Deputy Speaker, the quorum remains 12.
12,
There's
yes.
19 members present. So the majority of that will carry them. Yes.
10. So could we please now just raise our hands? Those in favor, honourable members, those in favor, please raise your hands.
Is Honorable Horn also a member?
He is indeed.
Chairperson,
Mr.
when Mr. Kasu mentioned DA people, he did not mention Honorable. Otherwise, we will have to mention Honorable Frolic as well. It's wrong.
Honourable Horn
No.
is,
3, he is not here. He's not the excluding presiding officer.
Okay, no.